Join us as we go to Six Flags as a family of 13. Now, we have made it a family tradition. Usually on Easter Sunday, we will go to Six Flags because A, the lines are very short, B, hardly anybody is there, and C, we usually celebrate Passover and we do our time with God on Sabbath. So on Sunday, we are free to enjoy family time. We have two different ways that we go to Six Flags as a family. We do have season passes, and so we get to go several times during the year, anytime we want really, but it is hard to make it there. But we have two different ways that we have fun at Six Flags. The first way is Dad will take the older kids to all the older rides, usually on days where the lines are super long and they're waiting for a ride for an hour or longer. He will take the older kids and they will go off and ride all the older rides. And then I'll take the little kids to all the little kid rides, and me and the little kids will spend a good 4 to 5 hours riding all of the rides over and over and over because the lines are shorter in the little kid area. And then we'll go to the huge playground that they have for the children, and then we'll meet up later on for lunch and dinner and to go home. Now, today was different because Easter Sunday, there aren't that many lines. And so today we got to hang out all together all day, which I prefer. So right now you see, this is actually one of the little kid rides. And so all of the kids got to go on the ride at the same time, except for Armor because he's too little. So me and Armor went on a roller coaster while all the other kids were riding this ride together. And isn't it cool that all of our kids pretty much take up the entire ride? Armor and I rode this ride, and then we got to stay on the ride because, like I said, it's Easter Sunday and there's no lines. So the rest of the kids caught up, and we all fit on the entire ride.
There you go.
Then we headed over to my personal favorite ride because usually I'm the one riding with Armor, but today, since we all stayed together, Andre wanted to ride with him. The kids always laugh so hard on this ride, and I just love that our entire little kid family can fit on the ride, except today a lot of the older kids got to go with us as well. But this is one of the kids' favorite. Armor is still adjusting to rides. He rides them, but with a oops face, which is super cute. Yeah. So with 11 kids, what do we pack to go to Six Flags? We have a quad Wonderfold wagon that we usually take with us, and 4 of the kids can ride in it, but usually 2 of the kids end up going in the wagon. But we also take the Doona for the baby because the baby sleeps better in the Doona. Today, you can see we put the Doona in the Wonderfold wagon to make it a little easier to push. Here we are on the swings. Now, I love the swings. I think this actually is my favorite ride of all time because if you look closely, you'll see I'm swinging with Arrow. And then this is Armor's official best ride of his life. He is obsessed with driving. If you watch any of my stories, you see Farmer Armor has all these cool tractors that he drives everywhere. He also rides the 4-wheeler with Dad, and he mows with Dad's big mower because he's obsessed with steering wheels. So this was like his dream. He rode this, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and he got to actually drive. How cool is this? This ride, they have these cars that any child can drive. And the coolest part is at the end of the day, when there was like no one in line, he let the workers let Anthem and Anchor go by themselves and ride this ride. So I think this made the little kids' complete day because they felt like teenagers driving cars. And then another fun ride that all the little kids can ride, including Arrow, because right now Anissa has Arrow with her on this ride, is the Boots. So Arrow even gets to take part in the family fun riding.
Did you have fun? Did you have fun? Please watch your step as you
And here we go again at the end of the day. Again, like I said, there's hardly any line. So we're riding the cars again.
Hi.
This time, Arrow fell asleep while I was in line, and so I'm up high feeding Arrow and putting him officially to sleep while Dad takes the kids on the ride.
He's so cute.
And we're back on the boots. And now it's Dad's turn.
Hi, Tongue. Hi.
All right, riders, our shirts have been checked. You guys are all clear. Y'all have fun.
If you're asking, who is that crazy lady over there screaming? Well, that's our friend Amanda. She joined us this Sunday at Six Flags. It's always fun going places with her. So here's one of those rides I refuse to ride on. I don't do spinning. I don't know how Mandray is still doing spinning. And this is a ride for the bigger kids. We actually came over here to go on a really big roller coaster, but it was shut down at the moment. So they went ahead and rode the Sidewinder. And then we stopped for lunch. We had a late lunch that day, but we bought passes several years ago. And one of the deals that came with our VIP passes, actually I think I have the Platinum Pass, is that we get 50% off everything in the park. So we get 50% off of every meal, off of Dippin' Dots, off of all the merchandise in the stores. So it actually makes for a cheaper dinner or lunch than when we leave the park. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of Six Flags food, but the kids usually get chicken tenders and fries, and then I'll get a pizza. Now here is a backstage pass into what my husband is actually like behind the scenes. He is straight up crazy. I don't know what in the world he's doing, but yeah, he likes to be crazy. Now you guys know we're a basketball family. Hubs played professional basketball with the Globetrotters, and so of course we have to stop and do all the basketball games. This one is our favorite because Mandray and Andrea practically mastered it. Although I will say I tried it. It is super hard because you have to go really fast and you have to shoot as many threes as you can all around the court. So you don't only have to make it, but you have to run. So yeah, I didn't do so great. But hey, Mandray got the top score of the day. He beat the top score, which I believe was 8, and he got 9. So he got a large prize. Do you see that yellow pepper behind him? He got the yellow pepper, and he got to write his name on the leaderboard. Next up is Andray, and he did great also. He ended up getting a medium prize. And so I believe this day he chose footballs, and he gave them away because he's won so many of them. Next up, the kids played this little basketball game, which is one of their favorites, and they ended up winning, I think, like 6 basketballs. Then Angeline moved on to play the Ducks, which is her favorite game, and she won a duck. I mean, everyone that plays wins, so why wouldn't she play it?
1 point, but 4 points. We have a winner.
We moved on to another favorite, the swings again. I don't think that the little tiny kids could go, but most of the kids could ride this ride. And then while the kids ride the rides, we get to do little baby snuggles and cuddles with baby Arrow. This tugboat is another one of my favorite rides because all of the kids can ride. Even baby Arrow could ride this ride, but he was asleep at the time, so I just took all the kids that were awake. And then, of course, we wrapped up our day on the cars again. Here's some photos wrapping up the day. They also rode this ride with our friends that joined us. Here's a picture of them with the pepper. And then the balls that they won, they tend to give all of their prizes away because we do not need any more basketballs in this house. And then here is Angelie's cute little duck. And here is our big group photo with our friends. We are so thankful for friends to join us, and we had a blast.